switched out rather, Savero has been placed in. But Savero, I would say, has been, playing pretty decent and has met the expectations of his team. It's just that he needs to translate that more into wins.
No. I guess we'll find out if he's gonna be able to do that in this game kasi kanina yung Sora ay medyo na-dismantle talaga because of the fact that it was heavily countered. Kumbaga, hindi mo pwedeng sisihin din si Savero. It looked passive, but because of the fact that there was nothing for the Sora to do. Kasi may Marcel, meron kang Phobe's problem. So in this game, I think if you're Onic Philippines, maybe look into the marksman pool more. Maybe Moscov's, YSS. Go back to the comfort para kay Savero.
And with TNC happening to be on the blue side and not banning out the Valentina, parang direct pwede bang palagay na agad yung Valentina dyan? Parang sure na to eh.
Yung daliri ni ni Stone naka-hover na.
Naka-show na agad yung Valentina niya kung ilan man yung percentage win niya dyan. Sure na nasa blue one.
Naka-suggest pick.
Basta may kulay violet pa, no? Kasi nag-gray yun pag naban na eh. Nakaganyan lang siya, coach, may kulay violet pa. Sabihin mo lang, coach.
Sir, coach, may kulay po.
May kulay pa, coach.
Pwede pa i-pick.
Yun pa, meron pa, coach.
Violet din, violet.
Natanggal yung isang violet, coach, pero hindi yung violet na gusto ko i-pick, coach. Pero, the Valentina really is a game changer over the last 2 weeks that we've already saw in the current match. I mean, kahit ano yung piliin nila dito, it just limits so much. I have to keep going back to that point.
Yeah, actually, lugi na nga yung dito eh. Lugi na yung Onic dito kasi TNC has the tempo pagdating sa mid lane prio. Kasi pag trick na may meta ngayon, meron kong trifecta ng mage. You have the Valentina, the Eve, and the Zushin.
Yep.
Other mages only get picked if those 3 are out. So ngayon, kontrolado ng TNC yung sitwasyon kasi medyo purasado yung TNC, Onic na i-ban yung Valentina. Now they ban the Marcel. For TNC, if hindi sila mag-Valentina dito, matik kukunin niya ni Super Friends and it's gonna block a lot of Chakno heroes, yung mga ultimate dependent heroes like Grok.
Kaya laking bagay na kunin mo na dito yan.
Yes.
Coach Eto Max. Kasi yun nga yung magsaset ng tempo. Plus, yung Khalid na pwede nilang kunin on their blue 2 or blue 3. Not unless Onic gets it.
Split, no?
Oo, yung ginawa kanina ng Omega na ini-split up yung Valentina Khalid.
Right, and in addition, now that Onic PH is on the red side, meron silang paraan para ma-turn yung or para ma-pivot yung sitwasyon towards that. Obviously, hindi na namin pag-uusapan pa. Diyan na nakatira yung Valentina na yan.
Valentina is the new Fredrin.
Diba? Pag hindi nyo binan yung Valentina, maninirahan siya sa blue one. That's the case. Kumbaga may condo na siya dyan.
Para lang sa para lang mag-gets din ng mga tao bakit yung base damage kasi level 1 400. Sa pinakamataas in the game actually. Kaya mag-clear mag-isa niyan.
Kaya mag-clear mag-isa, walang katulong. Kaya majority of the time, di ba, yung roamer, na lang dadaan na lang sa ilog.
Sisilip lang.
Tapos hahayaan niya na lang yung Valentina na.
Kaya mo na yan.
Ikaw na yan.
Tsaka pag nakita ng tao, babanatan.
That's just it. But then, Hilda's gonna be the option here. So Onic, medyo magta-turn sila dito compared to their draft in game number 1, adding in an extra fighter in their midst, and then still picking up this Leomord.
Khalid, Cho, Hylos is very good for TNC, and then maybe they pick up the XP. The Claude as well. Kasi meron pa silang, actually daming options sa XP. You have the Phobius, the Trizla, the Alice on second phase. So hindi ganun kalaki yung priority for the EXP now. Maybe, the Roam and the Gold. Or jungle reveal ka na, suyo ka agad para kay Zaida.
Oo, pwede. Contest na agad yung isa sa mga nagiging rival na ngayon ng Leomord or even Guinevere.
Harley pa rin. Harley pa din.
Kaya pala nagdala ng baraha, 2 beses gagamitin.
Ready!
Oo, para tiwala sa baraha. Itong si Zaida. And of course, si Coach Eto Max din. Pero sila ang pumili ng Sora. Dahil nga hindi pwedeng piliin niya ng Onic because you're gonna give an option to Valentina. Might as well pick it up.
Okay, so this one, as much as maganda yung Sora pick, it does give TNC the flex pero na-counter sila nung Phobius. But here's the thing, now they see the Phobius, Alice looks wonderful for TNC.
Binate out nila na mabigay agad yung Phobius and pick a better XP lane matchup. So maybe that's the plan for TNC. Kaya nila hindi pa kinuha yung Khalid. And to let Onic Philippines, sige iban nyo kung gusto nyo iban. Parang bait.
Kasi anong gagawin ng Onic kapag ginawa ng TNC is tanggalin nila yung Claude tsaka Harit?
Oh yeah.
Do you go back to the carry? against Harley?
I've been waiting.
Yeah, and
Okay, free ban.
oo. I mean, in addition, wala pa rin namang gold laner yung side ng Onic PH. So, might as well pick it up for themselves. Again, the only problem that I'm seeing is yung alis na kailangan nilang tanggalin.
Yeah.
Because sure, flexibility pa rin para dito sa TNC. Yung Harit talaga ang kanilang pupuruhan.
Harit Claude yan.
Nagkakaubusan na halos ng gold laners in this current game. So the choice is for Onyx to make.
Yeah.
Tatanggalin ba nila yung alis or will it even be picked up by TNC?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe they go for the glue. But all I can say is Eto Max, for 2 seasons now, has been dancing around in the draft against Onic Philippines. This second phase is deadly para sa Super Family kasi hindi nila control yung mga lalabas sa gold lane. Ngumingisip-ngisipan ng konti si Eto Max, kala mo naman nahihirapan. Pero basically, Claude na lang yung naiiwan.
Kulot, tapos ang matitira na lang Moscow and even YSS para sa gold lane. And in fact, for TNC, di nila problema yan because they can only give that Sora to Beneguti kung kinakailangan. Diba nandun pa yung flex factor? That's the... What? Wait, so...
Let's go for the Moscow ban. Go for the Moscow ban. Fight the YSS.
Yeah, yung YSS yung pinaka pwede mo nang ibigay. But then, kaso nga lang, sa Vera Special na yun.
Oh, okay lang. Pili ko okay lang at this point if you're TNC. Much better to fight the Moscow than the YSS. Kasi kapag binigay mo yung YSS, you're giving them tempo for Onic. It's also vision. May heal the problem ka na nga. Meron ka pang iintindihin na ultimate mula sa Lee Shin. Oh, they actually... Yeah, they're letting go of the Moscow because they want to fight into it.
Alam mo kung ikaw ang Onic PH dito, pumorsyento ka na eh. Nakikita ko yung vision in this Brusco, King Kong picking up the Leomord, and you know the Moscow might be a really good choice for him kasi we saw Savero, especially in his first game dito sa Pilipinas. Yun yung yun yung porsyento pick niya pare. Yun yung term na parang pag medyo nalalagay ka talaga sa alanganin, pag medyo na corner ka na, Moscow, G.
Kumbaga,
Sapul
ang tawag dyan, last pick. Yun. Obsidian. Kaso, Harley pa din eh.
Pero tol, hinanap po to kanina.
Oo, yung Obsidia. At least may pang-limit siya ng mobility ni Valentina, ni Harley, at pati na rin ni Sora. And the good thing about Obsidia is that it's a first target hero. Kumbaga, pwede siya mag-initiate by himself and then just pick one target in the front line, kill him, reset. Ganyan ang nature ng isang Obsidia. But essentially, you're not stopping this either Alice or glue pickup or maybe even the Yuzong mula kay 3mar. Unless they want to play the Sora on the EXP and then pick up a gold laner kasi pwede pa rin naman nilang i-switch si Beneguti sa marksman.
Right.
Even yung Moscow nga, pwede nilang kunin yun. Kaso nga lang, nandun pa rin yung counter effect ng Obsidia with the ultimate.
Hylos, ganda ng Hylos dito sa tol.
Khalid is still present.
Make some noise for your
Oh, back sa Rome for TNC.
Interesting.
Then a CC. Wait, di pa rin natin sure kung CC Golden or EXP.
Well, I think yung outlook nila dito, thus picking up the CC, is because still, there are 3 fighters on the side of Onic PH. So baka dun sila nakabangko, mas magiging madali yung team fight and there's at least enough sponge mula sa backshot to take him down. But this is a little bit more to be desired mula sa TNC.
Just go Valir. Honestly, just go Valir. Valir, Lilia, Louis. Valir's the best one.
Para sa mo na independent lang at hindi ganun parang hindi ganun naalagain to a point na mabubuhay even if matarget siya ng isang Harley.
Oh! Ooh, interesting pickup.
I mean, a choice here would be early game pressure sana kung Valir yung pipiliin natin, right? It stops the Harley from getting an easy snowball. But the Farsa, a hero we haven't seen in a while. What's the idea behind this? What do you think?
Because they have an Obsidia. Again, this lineup is a first target comp. Basically, kapag tinamaan ng ultimate dito ni Beneguti, pwedeng, ni Savero, ay pwedeng nila pabagsakin with a feathered airstrike. But this work from TNC is kind of unexpected, honestly.
Taas ng risk kung tutusin, knowing na ang dami pwede mag-dive against dito kay Super Friends. And also, yung lambot niya sa early game, maaaring yun yung puhunanan ng TNC.
I mean, sa puntong ito, they're still gonna be banking on those 3 fighter heroes. I'm talking about Onic Philippines. But TNC, sinusubukan na mapaaga ang pagkapanalo nila at makuha ang unang match win in Season 17. But the question is, going up against Super Family, What can they do? Pangalawang laro nitong si Zaida na hawak niya ang Hardy. And they'll be doing just enough para matulungan siya towards getting this purple objective.
Ayaw talaga laro ni Benecutie yung Sora. I initially thought the Sora was gonna go gold and then CCXP for the Phobius matchup. But now seeing the lanes, they still are playing the Sora on the EXP sa kamay ni Trimar. Maybe they think it's much more viable for the Turtle kasi meron siyang pang-set, meron siyang team fight tool for TNC to actually capitalize on. But it doesn't solve the Phobius problem, honestly.
Mahirapan pati siya doon sa matchup niya. Plus, yung laya niyang gumalaw is answered back by the Phobius pick. But ang naging answer back ng TNC ay unahin na itong Phobius with Chakno na dadalaw doon sa bottom lane. Enough to give pressure dito kay Ryota.
Again, that's what you would expect coming out of this backsha. Yung ikot niya dito sa mapa would be really fast. Not as, ultra scaling gaya ng Marcel na nakita natin. But at least it gives them some room para makapag-dish out ng damage. And of course, tank some few hits para makadish out din yung kanyang mga kakampi.
Yeah, they were actually hoping that this backsha pick would pay off in the early game kasi pwede niyang i-gank yung Phobius. He's essentially the shutdown para kay Ryota, but because he played it safe, now the Phobius is still gonna exist in the turtle fight. Wala na rin yung deadly magic. Ideally, if you're TNC, you just give this turtle.
Parang ang hirap na kasing palagan knowing na wala na yung isang great resource para kumuha sana ng pick-off. Pero mukhang iba yung plano. They still wanna loiter around that turtle. Nandun na nga si Chakno. Damage is there because of the Baksha Shield Unity din na magbumula dito sa isang Baksha. At hindi nilalaban ng Onic Philippines. Biglang binurse ng TNC yung turtle.
Di sila nakahanap ng tempo. In fact, napaligiran sila nitong si Trimar and it was more than enough. In fact, nakakuha pa sila ng extra kill. First blood taken by TNC.
A bit sloppy for Onic Philippines. They knew that they could have started the turtle and wala din yung Phobius doon sa team fight na yun. TNC capitalize on the fact that they have river control. Something na pasok na naman sa keys to victory natin. Kapag hawak mo yung river control, hawak mo yung tempo ng game, and Brusco, stepping too far from the river, gets punished by TNC.
Tol, parang may dakdak na may kasamang foul!
Trimar with the Thunder Ultimate to get Ryota down.
Again, yung mga ganong klase ng galaw, men, hindi ko in-expect. Biglang may nangyayaring hindi dapat.
Imagine mo, dahil alam din ng TNC kanina na hindi pa nag-back away si Brusco, trinay ulit ni Zaida na patayin with a deadly magic. And not just that, even itong si Trimar knowing his advantage against that Phobius. Yes, maka-counter mo yung mga dash na meron ako, pero yung damage hindi eh. As early as now, doon pumundo ang side ng TNC.
Yeah, kakaiba yung pinapakita sa atin ngayon ng TNC. I think even Onic Philippines didn't expect this, but they're playing very, very fast.
Tinunggol ni Chakno sa gitna, tapos may setup mula kay Trimar. Si Brusco na naman ang napataan. May ultimate mula kay Super Prince, pero not enough pa yung damage para kumuha ng counter. It's TNC with a 3-0.
Binigilan si Brusco and then all of a sudden, it's 3-0 TNC.
Same story nung last game, napupuruan si Brusco sa early game. Now, it's much worse because this Hilda is getting shut down and it is gonna be the same story tulad nung series number 1 natin. Kapag nakita nila yung Hilda, pwede nilang kasahan ng deadly magic. In fact, ang dami nilang ways para patayin yung Hilda. There's the stun mula kay Chakno.
May counter lang doon sa baba. Si Trimar naman ang nabigyan. 3 members of Onic Philippines getting that kill. Before the turtle, maganda para sa Onic Philippines to.
Right, not using a retribution just yet. -1 din ang TNC. Posibleng window to para sa Onic Philippines na makakuha ng kanilang unang objective in this game. Pupuruhan na naman nila.
Si Chakno naman ngayon na napagdiskitahan at siya magiging target. Bagsak ang roamer ng TNC. Pero Benecutie is here. Susubok sila na humabol. Stop! With an ultimate na kinopya ng Super Bielek. Kinuha Brusco ay mapapatas. So half-flicker out. Ryota buhay pa rin. But no sir, hindi na. Si Zaida ang kukuha. Plus Turtle na masesecure pa ng Phoenix Army. Trimar, pinatanda ultimate. Sinubukan kabon si Super Prince. Pero hindi na inubutan. And yung Turtle ay libre na namang nakuha ng TNC.
Kakaiba talaga yung aggression na pinapakita ng TNC. Even though they lose to, they know that they're gonna win out the fight. Wala na yung ultimate ni Leomord and Stone finding that Phantom Steed. Even forcing out a flicker mula sa Onic Philippines. Di ba tumama yung ultimate ni Sapero sa may top lane. And TNC, again, very big priority pagdating sa river control, and it is just giving them so much access in the map.
Ben, yung objectives have been taken by TNC. Dalawang turtles, and then meron pa silang isang torre. Nakakuha ang Onic ng kanilang unang objective up top with Savero taking it down. Halos 1,000 ang hinahabol ngayon ng Super Family, and they're trying to protect itong bandang gitna para hindi mas magkaroon ng access ang TNC Pro Team towards those purple and orange buffs. Savero, ang bangko ngayon ng Onic Philippines, doing everything in his power to get items in time.
Yeah, ito talaga yung insurance policy ng Onic Philippines. One thing that is very good with their lineup is that they have scaling. The Leomord can scale, the Obsidian can scale, in fact, even the Farsa can scale. But the thing about TNC's lineup is they have this anti-winning condition hero, yung Harley, men. Kapag hindi nag-iingat si Savero, kaya siyang i-one-hit delete ng isang Harley. Ano si Bai sa winner ground pagdating late game?
Oh, so yung item progression na papunta dito si Savero would be the Trinity. Ito yung nagbago sa isang Obsidian din kasi, knowing na pinabilis yung Bone Shards. So, mas mararamdaman mo yung kate ng Trinity Plus. Meron siyang enough damage para patayin yung mga fighters na meron ang TNC. So, hihintahin pa ng Onic Philippines yung power spike na yun. Pa-DHS pa lang siya.
Medyo necessity kasi yun eh, kasi ang daming ang fighter and may backshock pang iintindihin with the Revitalize. So Onic Philippines, it's not just the damage that they have to build up. They have to build the anti-heal. They have to build the defense against the Harley. There's a lot of things that they have to address before they can actually say na lamang sila.
Sumilim si Brusco. Nakita yung tatlo, pero di pala tatlo kasi 4-5 yung nandun. Even si Zaida ay manggagaling sa ibaba. Binabox outan lang ng TNC yung Turtle Pit. Nandyan si Ryota at si Brusco. Susubok na sumilip. Hahawakan nila yung Turtle. Makikipagsayawan sa TNC.
Well, this is another reset para doon sa pagong. Brusco aagawan ni Benny Cutie ng River Bush. Kalahati na naman ang buhay ng Turtle.
Dito mama yung ultimate ni Savero. Si Brusco ang tina-target. Side ng Turtle. Set up mula kay Trimar. And King Kong will go down. Hahabol pa mga members sa TNC. Nandyan yung kinopy ang Phantom Seed. Si Ryota napatalon. Pero tinangkin niya lahat ng damage na manggagaling sa TNC na hindi pa tapos. Nandun gumugulong pa si Chuck nung naghahanap pa ng possible target. Kukuha ng purple, kukuha ng turret. Lahat ay covered ng TNC.
Pinadali na naman ang pagong pulasa ng Super Fam. TNC gets another.
This is such a feast to watch. TNC very decisive with their choices. They bursted down the turtle nung nakita nila na umaampas si King Kong with the Phantom Steed, Trimar with a dash and ulti flicker. Sinalo yung tatlo. We will see an instant replay. Look at this very fast play mula sa TNC. Heavily punishing Onic Philippines. They tried to respond, but the response was met with a big fat no.
Hindi rin niya nakuha yung barbil niya kasi na out of position na burst down pa siya. And for TNC, yun yung best play na nagawa nila so far. Even with Chakno anchoring that front line. Kung kanina Marcel yung gamit niya na ginagawa yung ganito, ganun pa rin yung ginagawa niya. Ang pinagkaiba lang, isa lang yung nasa stop niya doon sa gulong. Yung kanina Marcel, lahat ng dadaanan nasa stop niya eh.
Oo.
Pero same pa din yung ginagawa niya. Same pa rin yung idea na pipigilan niya yung galaw ng Onic.
Ito yung masasabi mong panggulong.
Tama.
Panggulo kasi siya eh.
6.3 out of 7.
Thank you.
Oo, ilan sa'yo?
6.3.
O sige, 6.5 ko na. Sayang naman eh. Para 6.4 yung average. Anyway, TNC still holding on to a 3K gold lead. Ang offline na patabain ng Busugin si Savero ay buhay pa rin para sa Onic Philippines. Pero ganun pa man, hindi magiging madali ang kanyang ruta since TNC inuunti-unti na nila yung mga jungle creeps and objectives na meron ng Onic. Taking that purple buff down, nakita na naman nila si Brusco.
Naku po, ang bilis na binigyan, binungbol, tapos biglang nawala na ang buhay ni Brusco. Gusto lang naman niyang dumaan, pero di siya pinauwi. Pinauwi siya, pero pinatay.
Oh, kawawa naman si Brusco, men. Kanina pa siya napagtitripan nung game 1 pa lang. Ngayon, game number 2. Again, kapag nakita siya, kapag lumawit siya sa mapa, pwede siya i-burst ng TNC. And look at this defense mula sa TNC. They're already looking for the next target. Look at Trimar.
Nag-aabang na agad ng susunod na pupuntahan. Even si Chucky na pagulong na dyan. With
oh my goodness.
that ultimate mula kay Trimar, may papuwersa yung flicker ni Super Friends. At alam ng TNC yun, maaaring umengage muli mamaya. Pero Savero, ganda ng ginagawa niya dito kumukuha ng trade doon sa mga minions at pinupush niya at binipressure yung deadline.
Dalawa ang kinailangan lang ng TNC para i-burst down yung Lord, and then the rest, gaya na sinabi mo Midnight, naghahanap na lang sila ng target. Ngayon, humahakbang na ang Lord sa may bandang ibaba with almost a 5K gold lead. Chakno's looking for the next target.
Yeah, ang mahirap pa rito for Onic Philippines when they picked up the parts that they thought they could set the tempo, but because TNC got the tempo themselves, yung pressure ng feathered airstrike nasa kamay ng TNC. Pwede silang copy ng Storm, and madadagdagan pa dyan yung damage na kailangan nila to actually utilize yung deadly magic na hawak dito ni Zyda.
Nandiyan na rin at papasok ang TNC. Storm, pinakidop yung Phantom Steed. Sera mula kay Trimar. Nakatakas din naman doon si Brusco. Di pa niya man nagamit yung flicker niya, so maganda pa rin. Pero tumakbo yung ultimate ni Sabero. Naipit doon si Storm. Kaso nga lang may counter-engage mula sa side ng TNC. Pero si Trimar ay bumagsak ang buhay. Chakno is low na rin.
Zyda!
Tumatal si Ryota. Zyda
Sabero!
Inabot ni Sabero. Buhay na
Sabero!
si Sabero. At triple kill na nakuha niya. May kinamay niya pa ba kasi si Benny Cutie is down on his headless mania for the first and ever Filipino import.
Savior Sabero has taken flight sa MPL Philippines na no training arc. Lalaban ako dito.
Gila performance at ni Sabero, Maniac for the Obsidia. Isang magandang ultimate lang. First target, he was able to land it on Stone, finally shutting down 1-0 on the side of TNC.
Oh my
And
goodness.
after that, everything crumbled. Walang ultimate si Trimar. Zyda was caught in a very awkward position even though ang dami niyang dash. Yung hat-trick nasa maling pwesto, and Sabero finds him once again.
Wala ring humawak sa kanya at all. Libreng-libre, lahat ng posisyon, lahat ng free hit. Sabero, andun na yung insurance policy, nakuha na.
Tol, bukas ang bangko ng Biyernes ng gabi. For some reason,
Nag-withdraw yung Onic.
nagbunga na. Nakapag-withdraw ng halos 10K. In terms of gold, itong si Sabero, enough to be able to get the tides to turn slowly into their favor. Hahanap na naman ang TNC, hindi nila hahayaan
Chill
na
na
basta-basta lang dumaan ang kalamangan. Si Sabero naman ang kanya nakita.
Pinuntahan niya doon at hindi niya sinubukan pa alisin. Naiipin na si Chakno. Nandiyan ang mga members ng TNC. Trimar, pinatot yung ultimate.
Sabero?
Sa kay Sabero lang.
Down!
Tingin down. At tutumba. Kapalit na rin ang buhay ni Trimar. And even Brusco'y wala na rin pala. Ngayon tumutuloy ang TNC.
Zyda!
Silent fine super prison it is. The wipeout. But Benny Cutie says, nag-media ka kanina. Ako naman ngayon.
Ano ba kasing sinasabi mong bukas ang bangko? Sinabi nga ni Storm